Hey everybody, today I'll be sharing with you an article. It's not an article that I wrote, but I do find it very interesting. It's on the characteristics of Pleiadian Starseeds and their attributes. In case you don't know, a Starseed is someone that has had their spiritual story on a planet other than Earth. By this I mean that they have reincarnated on other planets before being born here in this time. Again, it is significant that currently there are more Starseeds now on Earth than at any other point in all of our human history. This is for two reasons. So listen to these two reasons and think to yourself, are you one? Number one, do you know that you are here as part of a spiritual evolution? Most of you will already know that this is a very important time in Earth's planetary development. A number of the more positive space civilizations greatly wish to assist in this important spiritual and evolutionary progression. Some have chosen to have groups incarnate or reincarnate on Earth to help elevate the energy and assist in this great transition. Number two, do you believe that this is a time of magic and wonder? You are here to show the rest of us the way. What occurs here now is to be nothing short of amazing, miraculous, and fascinating, but so much more as well. Many of you have come here from the fifth dimension. You willingly have chosen to act the path as path workers, light beings, and general good souls. Many would simply wish to be here to see, to feel, to be a part of, and experience firsthand this evolution time of spirit. You wish to be in situational alignment with the planetary axis, the earth changes, and the vibrational lift that is our great elevation. As we shift in human consciousness, we are becoming real for the first time. So, are you one? Are you a starseed? How will you know? The secondary earthly traits and characteristics of Pleiadian Starseeds I will discuss now. Alright, number one. Are you born after the year 1968? There were some born before, but that was when the big push forward started. Most are born after 1968 due to the planetary shifts in human consciousness. 2. Do you feel that you are from some other place or out there? Okay, this is the most obvious and easiest one for most of you to answer. You probably just always had a sense that you were from the stars. You may have dreamed that your home was from someplace else, not here. It may be obvious, but why should everything be so obscure? Number 3. Are you naturally or typically an outsider? You will have a feeling of unbelonging for much of your life. You will have noticed that siblings and children in other families have a sense of belonging with their family that you did not or never have. Somehow fitting in is something that never seems to happen to you unless you find other starseeds, but when you do meet them, you suddenly find yourself being got or understood. It feels right for the first time, even euphoric. Number 4, are you metaphysically oriented or anti-religious? Do you find that you just cannot buy into earthly orthodox religions? You may have even tried very hard, even repeatedly tried to fit in with one or more of these belief systems, but they have always left you feeling dissatisfied. You may have consequently rejected faith and belief, or you may choose to find some alternate beliefs that suit you better, quite possibly formulated some beliefs, making your own systems up instinctively, your own spirituality in a sense. You'll probably have some form of psychic ability. It could be traditional telepathy, empathy, evocation, divination, ESP, clairvoyance, etc., but you found something. Number 5. Are you not particularly day or time conscious? You may be terrible with remembering things like birthdays or anything to do with chronological numbers. If you struggle to keep a schedule and are often early or often less than fashionably late for appointments, it very well could be that this date and clock thing just doesn't want to work out for you. Maybe you just need a different calendar system. Number 6. Are you a technophile or technopagan? If you are in love with computers, gadgets, equipment, anything interactive, and have a natural aptitude with figuring out how they work, then you are quite likely to love them so much that you read the instruction manuals and do it just for the fun of it. This is a very otherworldly trait and common amongst not only starseeds in the universe. Are you naturally harmonious? Number 7. If there were a war, you would probably not fight, but choose to be a pacifist or be an example of resolution by peaceful means instead. You will experience Earth as being a quite violent, aggressive, and angry place. You may or not be able to find aggression within yourself. Either way, you would choose for the world around you to become more harmonious and peaceful. You do not desire to control others, and you reject others' control of you. You cannot bear to see cruelty to animals, children, woman abuse, or anything like that. You seek balance. Number 8. Are you into gender equality and ambiguity? You probably are not able to get into the whole gender role thing. You may be the type to regard your partner as equal and expect the same thing back. You may also be something other than heterosexual or any of the other alternatives. Or not. If you are, you're probably not too concerned with finding a label for what you are. You could also be quite androgynous in your look. The whole battle of the sexes thing is just absurd from your point of view. Number 9, are you very into animals and nature? You will always have a great love and respect of nature. You enjoy being in nature and enjoy all its manifestations: Gaia, forests, mountains, the sea, animals, and all the children of Mother Earth. You probably also tend to a few yourself. You especially feel a deep mystical connection with dolphins and whales, as you understand that they are somehow your siblings rather than dumb animals. There is no such thing. Number 10, are you not money system oriented or believe that there could be a world without money? The system of money equals power and corporate structures and this kind of thing is not your way. That is not to say that you cannot make your own in it or even become very successful in this system, but you'll always be uncomfortable in it if you do. You already dislike routine and structured environments. You are a nonconformist and just don't fit into a rigid work environment. You don't respect authority. Someone must show themselves worthy of your respect. Combine this with the fact that you quickly get bored and you make a very poor wage slave indeed. You'll often harbor dreams of dropping out, maybe going to a farm or joining a hippie community or some such. Or maybe you will actually do this. You anyways don't like the concept of money much and would rather be valued for who you are than what you can buy. The issue is compounded by the fact that you hated school and most any education, unless you wanted to learn. Mainly because the earthly educational system uses conformist mechanisms and teach by instruction rather than shared or experiential learning. Number 11, are you inclined towards escapism? You probably daydream a lot. You like to escape from the normal people, needing to decompress or go into flights of creative fantasy, and will build complete worlds in your head. You might find yourself drawn to the hallucinogenic experience to enhance this. A negative aspect is when the escapist tendency overwhelms. This world is hard, cruel, and difficult, so you might be prone to using drugs, alcohol, or other means to escape the pain that you feel. In doing so, resulting in the numbing and dumbing down effect, you fail to engage or improve the world as you originally intended it to be. But this only compounds the problem and makes you more self-destructive. You are prone to depression if you don't take control of your life and your experiences. You may also be prone to a variety of psychoses and neuroses due to the spiritual fracturing that you feel here by not conforming with the unity consciousness that you were expecting. Number 12, are you naturally able to tap into your creativity? You just do it. You are very creative and you love other people with equally high creative outputs. It could be dance, writing, design, music, art, architecture, beautiful cooking, or virtually whatever you can imagine yourself doing. This touches you deeply. 13. Are you able to open your mind easily when it comes to beliefs? This does not mean that you're a pushover, but you may want to watch out for the cults that prey on your innocence. Use your wisdom that comes from within. You quite easily could believe or know the existence of UFOs and extraterrestrial beings. These things are not strange to you. The concept of all is one is also quite comfortable for you. You are one and all is within you. 14. Are you born with certain types of unusual physical attributes? This area is a bit more iffy. Earth humans are anyways an amalgam of all types of genetic tinkering by a variety of space races, but you might have brought some of your Pleiadian attributes with you, but this is of less importance than the spiritual attributes. Your genetics will determine a wide range of possibilities, and your spirit body might pull your physical body in a direction that is quite different from what your genotype might have expressed with another host in it. Those who are of Pleiadian origins may have some of the following unexpected characteristics physically, such as almond-shaped eyes or ones that are compelling or bigger than expected, blonde hair, pale skin, blue or bluish-gray eyes, a Romanesque nose, meaning no dip in the bridge and very straightened profile. You might also be rather tall and with a slender build. Keeping in mind that this is only one of the major bloodlines from the stars, others could differ widely, so think about it. Do you look markedly different from the rest of your earthly family members? 15. Are you prone to photo or light sensitivity? If you are, you will definitely know it. Your eyes are probably light sensitive. The Earth is a particularly harsh light environment. You would probably want low light compared to many others, maybe even a bit of a vampire or a nightlife person. 16. Are you always cold when everyone else is hot, or vice versa? Having a lower body temperature and possibly blood pressure that can be mistaken for circulatory issues. Having a sensitive or overtly heightened nervous system is also not uncommon. Different bloodlines may adapt more readily or maybe find it more difficult. So those were only 16 of the attributes, but go to the link in the description and there's a 50-question quiz that will score you and tell you what your origins may be. But anyways, what do you think? Do you think you may be one? I think this list is super interesting, and I've done tons of research on this, and I hope to make more videos on this in the future, but this is a place to start, right? Anyways, leave me a comment with your opinions or thoughts or questions. I'm very interested in these things. But anyways, hope you guys have a great day and found this video interesting. Thank you for watching.